Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this month's Accessibility, Wellbeing and Advocacy in the Workplace segment. Good morning, BJ.
Good morning, Ope. How are you doing?
Very good. It seems like a really nice day today. The weather seems to be good, seems to be on our side. I don't know how it is where you're at.
It's improving, so we can say that. I feel like we're getting closer to summer, even though we're not quite there yet.
Yeah, I like that. It's improving. Well, touch wood.
Yeah.
Okay, so look, I'm looking forward to this topic, to this question, because to be honest with you, I've never heard of it. And actually, when I tried to look and research into it and I Googled it, I got I got the term hypersomnia instead of what we're about to look at today. So even like the
Yeah.
computer looks like it doesn't even recognize this term or this condition, and you'll tell us a little bit more. So what we're going to talk about is hyperosmia. Now, I don't know.
Hyperosmia. Yeah, that's right.
Thank you. Can you repeat
Hyperosmia.
that again?
Hyperosmia.
Hyperosmia. Thank you. Because again, like I said, when you even try and research it, it already gives you hypersomnia, and that's completely different.
It is. Yeah,
So,
that's about sleep.
it is about sleep. And what is this about? So hyperosmia, what is
This is,
that?
yeah, so hyperosmia is an extreme sense of smell. And it's interesting because people will automatically think, that's amazing. You're a super smeller. People talk about the expression, you're a super smeller. And they say, oh, you've got a great sense of smell. Aren't you lucky? But actually, it is a condition. And I
Right.
think that is something that is, so it's really not understood. As you found out when you were Googling, people don't even get the term, and it gets confused with other
Yeah.
things. It is a condition. It's actually a condition that I have, so I'm very familiar with it. It's something that you can be born with. So, they know that there are genetic differences in some people who have it, but it's also a condition that can be caused by other illnesses. So, for example, if you get Addison's disease or Lyme disease is
Yeah.
pretty common, especially for people
Yes.
walking out in the woods. That can then cause hyperosmia. If you have a hormone deficiency, and most of us, well, all of us in our lives go through hormonal changes, whether it's at puberty or menopause or andropause or during pregnancy, that can then
Mm.
cause people to have hyperosmia for a set period of time. Then they usually do recover.
Okay.
And it's interesting because when they've done some kind of brain scans, they have found that people who have hyperosmia do have differences in how their brains work.
So interesting. And if you don't mind us asking, because thank you for sharing your experience, when were you diagnosed with, or when did you know that, okay, you had this condition?
So from the time I was really young, actually, because hyperosmia is connected to migraines. I get migraines. So not everybody who has hyperosmia also gets migraines, and not everybody who has
My
migraines has
brace has
hyperosmia.
hyper,
But
right.
there is a connection, and I have migraines. It's a genetic problem for me. I've gotten them since I was about 4 years old.
Wow.
And for
Okay.
many people who have migraines, they have a heightened sense of smell, often like right before they're about to get a migraine. So that's one kind of symptom. And Interestingly, it also goes the other way. So sometimes you start smelling lots of things, and that you're like, it then causes a headache. And so because I had migraines from a very young age, and a heightened sense of smell was kind of part of that, we gradually discovered that. And then later in my life as well, we realized that my sense of smell was really strong. And
Mm.
it's interesting because when you're living with a difference, you don't always understand that other people don't have it. So I would talk about things that I smelled around me or things that I noticed, and other people were going, I don't smell that, or, oh, so it's related to taste. So I would taste things and I would say, oh, that tastes like da da da. And that's because I had such an extreme sense of smell,
Yeah.
and other people were going, I don't get that at all.
Can I just say it's just gone out of my mind, but there is a condition, isn't it, that you have two or more senses overriding. I forgot what it's called.
Yes, that's
Um,
right. Yeah,
you can
yes,
smell and you can taste at the same time, or you see
yeah,
colors
that's
and
right.
gosh,
Exactly. Or you hear music and then you see it in colors.
absolutely,
Yeah, that's right.
absolutely.